Do you trust me?
Uh-huh.
Aladdin, 2019. I watched the original when I was like a fetus, so I don't remember it, but he recently rewatched it. So we're gonna get 2 views here, but they're gonna probably end up being the same because Reese and I are not idiots. Guy Ritchie, Snatch. One of the greatest movies of all time. I'm gonna give you $2 billion, Guy Ritchie. Make this movie that you don't really want to make. Okay. Even as a person who doesn't remember the original, has no ties to it, this was just lifeless. It's already dated. The movie started, I'm like, okay, yeah, I hate it. Even the opening texts were like the shittiest things I've ever seen in my life. Like when it shows Aladdin, I was like, are those like mozzarella sticks like lined up?
Mozzarella sticks.
What the original Aladdin did in like 20 minutes, setting up Aladdin and Jasmine separately, this movie completely got rid of that. And in the first scene, they meet each other and then they just like have that love and spark that comes out of fucking nowhere. Right off the bat, this movie just shits on something the original did way better. Guys, but look, colors, but look, Will Smith.
Will Smith wasn't that terrible. You know, there were scenes where I enjoyed him. You know, it was funny. And there was some good Guy Ritchie transitions in the movie. I was like, oh, there's some Guy Ritchie flavor in here. But it's so minute.
And you can tell that he definitely put his whole into this and he enjoyed doing the part. It's weird to kind of get on board at first.
The 2 main leads, they want to do the best they could, but the script is so stupid. The movie's so bland and lifeless. And the music, the singing, I think atrocious.
It's bad.
I don't think
it's really bad.
I remember some of the songs in Aladdin, okay? Only one. Yeah, I remember that being actually pretty good. This one, I was like, close my ears, mute the video.
With the exception of maybe Will Smith, he sounded all right, but I'm not accepting this for what it is, and I don't want it anymore, okay?
And the worst part about it is that it just felt like 2 separate things. The best of these kind of musical films, they feel seamless. The transition between singing and live action acting, seamless. This movie felt so connected. Like, oh, here's the singing part, and then, oh, back to the movie. There was no real seamless transition for me. It felt very just stiff.
I didn't like Jafar to begin with in the original. I thought he was a second-tier villain, always has been. But then this guy here, he just comes on in and makes him look like a fucking god. A homeless man on the corner selling crack rock with AIDS. Could have done a better job than this fucking dude.
The pacing, again, going back to the stiffness, it just felt so all over the place. Like
this felt like the director cut Supermax 4-hour edition of Aladdin.
So
especially the last 20 minutes, like, come on, man. Just no tension whatsoever. Oh, this movie's just like all flash, no flair, bro. You see a scene, a lot of colors, because the costumes and the set designs were very well done. That's pretty much the only thing that was good coming from this movie. The animal characters and the carpet.
Yeah, the CG and just wanky all over the place. The monkey looked very mediocre, honestly, which was kind of weird. I thought he would be like given the most detail because he's on the screen the most.
I think the carpet probably looked the best.
The carpet definitely looked the best.
Yeah.
You know, nice and carpety movie.
Not only was their CGI poor, but just their presence and their actual characters were just, they were this big compared to how kind of big they should have been, you know, compared to the original. Especially Iago. Iago and Jafar in the original, they have back and forth. They talk shit to each other. Iago's a smart ass. This movie, Iago just sounds like a fucking stupid ass parrot. And you're just like, okay, well, you just shit on the animal characters. What else are you gonna shit on? Oh, it appears the whole entire movie.
There's some moments where I'm chuckling. Ah, that's funny. Oh, that's kind of cute. I like that. But again, it's just like this. There's nothing.
They take all the characters in the original and they just don't do a good job with any of them.
Certain ideas and concepts belong in animation. And Aladdin and Lion King and all this, like, just leave it.
The whole subplot with Jasmine getting her new song Speechless and becoming the new power lord of all the lands, dude, I fucking hated that shit. Especially her climactic women rising scene. Ugh.
When I walked out the theater, I was like, you know, that's actually kind of cool. I was like, Aladdin did that? Progressive of 92 to have this whole kind of character female arc. I was like, good job. And I asked Reese, I'm like, that was in the original? He's like, nope, they just added that. I was like, you piece of shit. You almost got me. Oh, you're just following stupid fuck you. There's no real development. Like, they just like force everything to happen. Like, there's no melding of anything. A whole new world. A whole new world. Rating time. Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna give this movie a 3 out of 10. I hated it. It was fucking terrible. I want to say positives, like Guy Ritchie did an amazing job and his movie is just full of flair, but it's not, and it really sucks because I'm a huge Guy Ritchie fan, and that's probably the biggest thing that hurts me from this film, but also the second biggest thing is just like this entire movie as a whole existing, and just every aspect of it was not good.
2 out of 10. Fuck this idea. Fuck this movie. Such a lifeless piece of shit. My literal shits have more complexity in their shape and form than this movie did in its entire runtime. Please don't watch this movie. That's it. We'll see what we do. God bless Disney.
Oh! Ah! True way to find a good girlfriend. This is for all the viewers out there. Bash their heads open first. Controlling this. I fucking hated it, but at least I had this. My big old red wiener.